This marks Washington for making the cut. The boxing world was stunned last week when Anthony Joshua lost his titles to Alexander Usyk. It wasn't so much as, oh, Usyk had this unbeatable game plan or he got lucky with a punch, sort of the way that Lennox Lewis had lost his title. It was the fact that from jump, Anthony Joshua had a flawed game plan. He came in there and when Usyk would move, Anthony Joshua would just pivot and pivot and pivot. And he couldn't get off. And Usyk just took those first 3-4 rounds, depending on how you scored it. I had it for 115, 113 for Usyk. I know some people had scorecards that were with a wider margin, but there was no arguing who won the fight. It's because Anthony Joshua threw away this fight. And I don't understand what's going on with the guys in his corner. He threw away the first Ruiz fight before he came back and was able to be an overweight Ruiz. Now, this time around, it's going to be different. Usyk is not going to come in overweight. He's not going to come in and sleep on it. In fact, he's the one who wants the rematch. He wants to beat him again. He wants to fight to be in Kiev. So Anthony Joshua needs to change his mentality. He needs to change his game plan. He needs to change his corner if he has to. And he needs to understand this. It is great that he is good and mature enough that when he loses to admit that someone was just the better man on that night. But for the love of humanity, Anthony, you have to quit allowing people to be the better man on that night and ensure that you're always at the end of the night that guy. That's why Tyson Fury's undefeated and you aren't.